But we're about to take this to a whole nother level of power and energy right now. You don't think it's possible, but for us to do it, we have to break into a whole nother industry. We have to start innovating and creating and conceptualizing new ideas, concepts, and notions in an industry that desperately needs help. And the industry that we're going to innovate in today, and let me tell you, I'm excited that I have so many forward thinkers and innovators in this room, because we're going to innovate in the automobile industry. Now, that's an industry that needs a lot of help, because we need new ways to think about the car. We need new ways to get off of oil. We recognize we got to go green. So I have this great friend of mine. I mean, he is a spectacular human being. For 40 years, he's been a leader in his industry, breaking through door after door, creating new products and new ideas, and riveting millions worldwide with his ideas and his vision of the future. And this friend of mine came to me about a year ago and called me at home and said, I have an idea. I want to take a car that I have in my garage, a 1959 Lincoln Continental Mark IV, and I want to transform it into a green car. I want to take the engine out of the car. I want to put an electric engine in. And I just don't want to go 40 miles or 50 miles or 60 miles. I want to make it a long-range car. I want to find a way to have 2 engines or maybe 3 engines in the car so that I can have super long range. I want to be able to drive it from San Francisco to maybe all the way to Los Angeles, and I want to do no refueling. I want to do onboard refueling. I want to be able to kind of go and recharge the batteries, and I mean, it was a big idea. But the idea was so big because he wanted to use his existing car. He wanted to retrofit his car. He wanted to take a car that had already been built, and he said, you know, I'd go out and buy a Prius, but there's 2 problems. One, it's 1,000 gallons of oil or of gasoline just to make a new Prius. That's before you even get going. So what's the carbon footprint there? Why can't I take a car that's already manufactured? Why can't I do that? And then, I don't want to put gas in it like I'd put in my Prius. I want to find some cleaner way to keep it going. Batteries plus something else. Of course, I said, this is a very aggressive vision. I don't know if you can really do it. But every time he'd ever called me, every time he had ever had an idea, he's such a visionary, such a prophet, he's such an innovator, he's such a creator, and so known around the world as breaking through these ideas and being a poet about it as well. It's my greatest pleasure to introduce to you one of my really great friends and someone who I look to as a mentor and as a role model. Please welcome rock legend Neil Young. Neil Young, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Congratulations on your new technology. It's fantastic.
Well, Neil, thank you so much for being here at DreamForce. We're really excited to have you here. And I saw you on the cover of the San Francisco Chronicle today, and I saw you in the New York Times last week. And boy, this whole idea you have of retrofitting and repowering the American dream really seems like you have a lot of people's attention around this.
Well, people are looking for something, and you know, we used to lead the world with our automotive designs, and lately, for the last 5 or 10 years, I've just been watching it go downhill and missed opportunities and everything, and I just thought we'd give it a shot ourselves. We looked around. We looked at what we have. We have an electrical grid that can support 180 million electric commuting vehicles, and we have all of the fuel that we need right here in this country with CNG. So
what is that? What is CNG?
Compressed natural gas. It's underneath the majority of the country. It's great. It's the cleanest fuel that you can burn. It's the closest thing to hydrogen without being hydrogen. It's one step below hydrogen. So we tried to combine those things together and put it in a thinking Lincoln.
Well, that thinking Lincoln, I like that. I like that. Now, Neil, this is a pretty big vision. You know, how did you get inspired by this? What happened? You know, what came over you to have such an idea like this?
Well, I have a lot of cars, and I've always been a collector and kind of a material guy, and you know, I looked at them, and it just didn't move me anymore. I said, these are beautiful. They're works of art. This is from another time. Why is the technology not happening? Why are we only hearing about vehicles that, you know, new Cadillacs that get 27 miles to the gallon? What is that all about? This is America. We have ingenuity here. We can do much better than this. It must be easier than it looks.
So you decided to take over all the R&D for Detroit. Is that what you're saying?
Well, we decided to take Ford and GM and Chrysler, and instead of having them all in a big building, we use the internet. And so now we have people in their garages all around the world, and people contributing ideas, and people helping us with our development, because we're online live with the development, and we're getting bloggers calling in with ideas and telling us how to use certain devices that we have, and so we're always getting input from our huge virtual shop.
So you had this vision, you had the inspiration, you got on the internet and you said, there's got to be someone who can help me.
I'm looking for something that's big, something that'll move a big car, because why don't you have a Prius? Because
yeah, well, it's hard to get my right leg in it is a problem.
Right. Yeah. So and there's a lot of big people in America with a lot of big ideas too.
Yeah, I'm familiar with some of them.
So what we needed was a way to get these people around. And I think Americans really love to travel, and we love our country, love the Continental Divide. People, you know, it's a history here to go traveling and go for vacations and everything. Why do we have to be a slave to oil? Why can't we do this ourselves? That was what did it.
Very, very inspirational. Well, Neil, I don't want to be a slave to oil, you know, and I need a vision. You know, I'm looking for a vision. I'm looking for a leader.
Well, hey.
You know, and I could tell, you know, there's something happening here.
Yes, there really is.
Yeah.
And, you know.
It's not really that clear to me what it is.
Well, it's not exactly clear.
No, it's not.
Are we going there?
No, you don't want to go there with me. Wrong stage, wrong venue. But let me just ask you this. You have the vision. You have the inspiration. I mean, when you first called me, I wasn't exactly sure, and I've done a lot of technology creation myself. Even some of our engineers got involved looking at it. We weren't sure what to do, but you did something amazing. Well, you actually made this happen.
It's happening, and we're going towards our goal of 100 miles to the gallon. We're on our way there. We're doing very well. We're over halfway there right now with this giant car, and it's a car that our biggest goal is to eliminate roadside refueling, which eliminates the distribution cost, which is where all of the money is. I mean, so if you use CNG and you use city gas, you plug your car into the gas, and you plug your car into your house, and the gas charges the generator, the gas keeps coming in, and the electricity keeps coming out. In the morning, you have a full car, batteries charged, CNG, at 1/5 the price you'd have to buy it at a station, because the distribution is taken out of the loop by all the pipes we got running around the cities. So you charge your car up, it charges your house up, then your car goes to work, and the house runs on its batteries or whatever all day, and you come back and do it again at night.
So I'm going to run my car off my house, and I'm going to run my house off my car.
You're going to run your house off your car, and if you're a contractor or a builder, and we start building things again soon, then you're going to run your power tools off your truck, and you can go and start a site without being on the grid.
All right.
Just run it off your truck.
Well, look, when I'm building new ideas and I'm building new technology, I have a vision, but I have to find some great minds, you know, and people like Parker and Steve, you know, to help me bring it. Did you find somebody?
I've been very lucky. I looked on the internet. I Googled around. I kept going and going and going till I found Johnathan Goodwin, and then we kept exploring the possibilities. And our friends at Sun Microsystems helped us with a lot of technology, and we worked it. And now we have Paul Perrone, the robotics expert from Perrone Robotics. We got Johnathan Goodwin, and the whole team is working together. We have people that are experts in all kinds of. You saw them yesterday at the shop. You know,
I
saw all those geeks.
I did.
They're motorheads.
They are they're definitely something.
They are.
So now.
Hey.
So hey.